Just start recording, see what we get. Oh yeah.
It's just we turned it back on.
Did I?
Use the you could hear the engine. There you go.
You guys like a crotch full of microphone full of crotch? Come on in, scoot a little closer. Close my damn closet.
I'm trying to be a little sensitive towards your closet because there's so many Legos that I feel like if I accidentally do anything, years of hard work will just go down the drain.
People think I hide my Legos in my closet because I'm ashamed of them. Once I get shelves, they're gonna be all over my fucking room.
Absolutely. Well, hello. How's it going, everyone? Got a new backdrop.
I put my toys on the wall.
So cool.
You guys like?
How you doing? Yeah. I don't have any toys. I like to keep it sophisticated.
I'm gonna hang that up next somewhere. I'll be like right down here. Oh, what the fuck? Where are you going? Technical difficulties.
Anyways, how you doing, Jeremy?
Doing okay. I worked. Okay. You know what sucks when you work 8 hours and you get home before 1 o'clock?
Because you're so tired
4
with
to 12
like the whole day.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I was gonna take a nap before I got here, or when I got home, but
all my shifts are later in the day, which is great. But then I feel like my whole day's wasted because I'm just waiting to get into work, and then I work, and then the day's over.
Yeah, that's why I like getting off so early, but I hate getting up in the morning for that shit.
Yeah. Thank God for caffeine.
Oh yeah, caffeine.
Too much.
Caffeine.
So what's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, dude. I feel like there's. I mean, we could talk more about WandaVision, but the episode is literally coming out in like a few hours.
Yeah. We're in that awkward period of the week where a bunch of stuff's about to happen, but like.
And not only that, but we can't live stream yet because I have a shitty laptop that I'm doing this on.
Yeah. We do have a couple things. Let's get it out. We could talk about. We start off with the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer. We're a little late because it's been almost a week since it dropped on Super Bowl Sunday. But it was pretty interesting. Let me ask you something. I was thinking about a bit. How do you think Zemo escapes? What do you think caused that?
I don't know, but I'm excited to see it. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where like they don't show it, but they talk about it.
Yeah.
I hope they do show it though. I hope they see his band of masked
anarchists
help him escape. But
I feel like Zemo's kind of like Anarchy from DC Comics. I think his escape was post-blimp.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Well, I was just thinking. I was like, oh, maybe when everyone snapped, he survived, and then he escaped and started building his army. But then again, if he survived, and he was building some sort of underground, gang rival, anything like that, I feel like Ronan would have easily spotted that and would have taken him out. So I feel like his up and coming debut or his revamp is definitely post blimp. I think he either blimped or I feel like he snapped or he was still imprisoned when they were snapped, so he couldn't escape.
So what if he blipped, he got dusted away when Thanos snapped, and they were like, okay, nobody's in here anymore, and they just assumed that nobody was coming back, so they moved it, and then he blipped back and he wasn't in the cell anymore.
That is true.
Or they used it for somebody else.
Or he's a very smart guy, so when everyone was freaking out, when everyone came back and they were like, what is going on, what just happened, he used those moments to get out of there.
Just to slip away unnoticed.
Oh yeah. I thought the trailer was pretty great. We didn't get a lot of info on U.S. Agent.
Yeah, I feel like they're keeping that pretty close to the chest. I wonder why.
There's obviously greater significance with him.
I feel like it's I feel like it's going to be a same or a similar situation to Mysterio and how they treated that. Like in the trailers, he just looks like a hero, but in the show, we're going to find out that he's really a villain and he's a dick.
Definitely either on his own or working with Zemo. Somehow getting bribed, paid, or just believes in his views.
Because U.S. Agent is a dick in the comics, right?
Yeah.
If I'm getting that right. We'll see.
Yeah, because, we get some shots in the trailer with Bucky and Sam with the shield.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
they both use it, or they both could use it.
Yeah, we didn't get any new shots. I don't think we got any new shots of U.S. Agent. I think we got the same shots we did in the first teaser a year ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's coming out in March, so, less than a month.
Yeah, it's so crazy how we're like The Mandalorian, we watched the first season, then we had to wait an entire year to see the next one. And with Marvel, it's like, obviously The Mandalorian like pioneered this whole thing on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But with Marvel, we're seeing WandaVision, and we don't have to be like, oh, we have to wait another year to get something else. We're literally getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier like the next week, I think.
And then after that, I'm pretty sure, either obviously give it a couple months, but I think we're getting Loki. Right?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Loki's like directly after Falcon and Winter Soldier.
And then Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with Eternals, man? I mean, they've been working on that forever, and I know they're good enough to give at least a trailer.
I mean, so like the sad part about that is because everything was delayed. We haven't gotten a trailer for Eternals or Shang-Chi. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I
hope so.
I really want to see Shang-Chi.
The reason that they haven't done that is because they haven't released Black Widow yet, and they don't want to oversaturate the market right now,
Right. Because if we could get a lot. That is true. That could be also a reason why Venom 2 trailer hasn't dropped yet, because they don't want to oversaturate the market.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think Sony really cares about that.
Or do you think they want to get more Morbius stuff out before they do Venom 2?
I think that's more likely the case. And with the problem with Morbius, I heard that this is what I was talking about last time, and I got the actors confused. Jared Leto said something about Morbius just being like just another movie. Like he didn't really it was just a role that he picked up.
Yeah.
So I think with that conflicting with him being the Joker in the Snyder Cut, which we'll talk about in a minute.
You think that because of the hate he got from Suicide Squad's Joker, he was just trying, like, he wanted to be a comic book character, but I guess he just figured Joker wasn't his thing, so he was trying to move on.
I don't know.
Now that he's getting a second chance, it might conflict.
I think he didn't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. I don't think he thought that he was gonna come back as the Joker, so he picked up Morbius, which he's a perfect casting for, and it's a shame that he's not more passionate about it. But then Zack Snyder was like, "Hey, we need you for Justice League," and he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm kind of working with Marvel now, so like, I don't know. I feel like they're in a weird ballet right now." And the same thing is true with
James Gunn?
No, not James Gunn. What the hell's his name? Why am I Michael Keaton? God,
Yeah.
I feel so bad that I forgot his name. Same thing with him, because he's supposed to be Batman again.
Right.
And he's also in the Morbius movie.
It's like we've seen characters switch from Marvel to DC, but now we're getting multiple characters that are working simultaneously. You
Right.
know?
Yep. Haven't really seen that before.
It's gonna be a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that if it ends well, it can spark some more casting and more characters. I'd like to see a kind of a different switch like that.
The thing that's like a shame about all this, a lot of people think that Marvel and DC are like enemies.
Right.
And the two sides are not enemies. They, obviously there are different fan bases for both of them, but I feel like actors are like scared to switch over.
Yeah.
And when they do, they're super hesitant about it, because Ben Affleck posted something about how he's like how he like admires what the Russos were doing and how he like loves the Marvel movies and stuff, and fans like blew up on him. Was it Ben Affleck that said that? Did you even hear about that?
No, I didn't.
He like posted something about how he admires the Russos and what they've been able to do with the cinematic universe. And people started blowing up on him, and they were like, "Oh, you're not my Batman. Like, how could you betray DC like that?" and I'm just like, he's not betraying DC. He's a director. He's a producer.
Right.
And he's, an actor. So he's admiring someone else for doing an amazing job at, the job that he does. It has nothing. There's no rivalry between Marvel and DC.
I think people want a rivalry so bad. They want this beef because it's going to build up into fans hoping a Marvel vs. DC movie, which would be great in the future. But I mean, it would have to be something after Endgame or before Endgame because we lost our main fighters.
Yeah, I don't really see a crossover in the future.
I would have. I would have.
I would love that. The comics were great,
but you can't really do it without Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans.
Yeah, they were like two huge flagship characters.
It's like Superman and Batman for
exactly.
Well, I mean, the characters are like DC's version or Marvel's version of Superman and Batman is Iron Man and Captain America.
Pretty much.
Like personality wise, not
superpower wise.
Yeah, superpower wise, it'd be Sentry versus Superman, Hulk versus Superman.
Hulk versus Superman? No, it'd be like Vision versus Superman.
What? No, if
Vision has like the same powers as Superman, except he shoots a beam out of his forehead.
Right, yeah. I forgot Superman does that thing where he phases.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kidding, dumbass. Mm-hmm. It would be. I would like to see Vision versus Martian Manhunter.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be nice.
God damn it! I hate this.
Actually, let's get into that. Who would you think if we would do a lineup? Who versus Marvel versus DC? Who would you put against each other, and who do you think would be the outcome? Without any biases.
The fight that I want to see more than anything is Spider-Man versus Nighthawk.
Versus Nighthawk?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, I just feel like they're...
You mean Nightwing?
Nightwing, my bad, not Nighthawk.
See,
I don't know DC as well as I know Marvel.
That would be a good one.
Nightwing, he was one of the Robins. One of them.
Would you like to see Nightwing versus Spider-Man, or would you like to see a Robin versus Spider-Man?
Nightwing versus Spider-Man.
I'd like to see Nightwing versus Daredevil.
Yeah, I could see that. I just feel like Nightwing versus Daredevil. Of course, they have their like batons and everything, but
you'd be like a
they both have. Yeah, I was about to say they both have like the same shtick. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But they both like hit each other with batons. I don't think that'd be interesting enough. I feel like because Spider-Man
makes so much sound that they're like, hold the
yeah.
What is going on right now?
What's going on, dude?
Yeah.
I feel like Spider-Man and Nightwing are similar enough, but also like extremely different enough to where it would be an interesting fight.
And especially if we're talking MCU versus DCEU, both of them live up to the expectations of their mentor, Batman and Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be pretty interesting. I would like to see. I want to say, Flash versus Quicksilver, but
Flash is like 10 times faster than Quicksilver.
Yeah. What I'd like to see Evan Peters versus what's his name?
Wally West.
No, the actor that plays Flash.
The actor.
Yeah, I've drawn a blank.
What's his name? He's literally. God, he was perfect. Wait, you mean Ezra Miller or the
Ezra
one?
Miller, yeah. Not the one from the TV show.
The one from the TV show is better than Ezra Miller, in my opinion.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd see him more as a Flash, but because it's a CW TV show, when he does anything Flash type, it just ruins it for me because like that TV animation.
Yeah, that's true. But have you seen the show?
Yeah.
He's awesome.
No, I'm
so good.
I like him. I'm just saying, like, I would like to see him in movie form. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with like movie level effects.
Budget, yeah. Plus, he doesn't run weird like Ezra Miller.
Yeah, that's true.
Ezra Miller runs like he's grabbing a rope.
Exactly, he's doing a rope swing.
Yeah.
What it looks like.
It'd be good. Would you rather see a Batman versus Iron Man or a Batman versus Black Panther?
I would rather see Batman versus Iron Man, just because of all the gadgets that they have and everything.
Right,
I feel like that would be a super creative fight.
They've done Death Battle. If you ever watch that channel, they've done a recreation of Batman versus Black Panther. Black Panther just kills him.
Spoiler
alert.
I mean,
if you
you see that coming. Black Panther's a badass, but I try to stay away from watching those because I want to actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't If I were to watch a fight between Black Panther and Batman, I would want to see, unfortunately, no longer a possibility, but Chadwick Boseman versus Ben Affleck. I don't want to see two people animating.
Animating, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other clashes. I'd like to see either Aquaman or Wonder Woman versus Thor.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Wonder Woman versus Thor.
Wonder Woman versus Thor would be better, but I'd like to see also Aquaman versus Thor, just for the battle of the long hairs. They just have a headbang.
Have a cat fight.
Yeah, it's like.
Am I even allowed to say? Am I allowed to say cat fight? Is that offensive now?
I don't know.
Who cares?
It'd be like Medusa from Inhumans. They're just whipping the hair at each other.
I feel. If they don't put that in Thor: Love and Thunder, then I'm walking out of the theater.
You think long hair Thor's ever coming back? I like.
Yeah, have you seen the set photos?
I have not.
Dude, they look so freaking good. They look like steampunk.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
You gotta announce these things.
If you haven't seen the leaked set photos, this is your spoiler warning. They look like steampunk pirates. It's awesome. Like steampunk pirates mixed with heavy metal. That's what they look like.
Oh my god.
Their costumes look freaking dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you got to check it out.
I've actually, because I know that the Guardians were on set of Thor: Love and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to see Taika Waititi on the Guardians, because he can match that so well.
I think that's why they're kind of doing because they're doing the next Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be a Christmas special.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they're kind of putting them into Thor: Love and Thunder.
I'd like to see a collaboration with Taika Waititi and James Gunn.
I feel like they'd do some interesting shit.
They just both go at it.
Dude, James Gunn's music with Taika Waititi's absolute insane artistic take on the vibe and everything. Dude, I would love to see that.
Not even talking. Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
Jojo Rabbit. Yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I watched it with. I just wanted to watch it with my sister, and then my mom walked in, and it ended up being like the whole family sat down and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom didn't get it at first. She was like, "Are they really playing off Hitler as a joke?" And I was like, "No, there's a deeper meaning behind it."
See, that's what I went into the movie thinking that it was just gonna be a joke, I was expecting it, so I was like, okay, this is just gonna be a funny movie. But it gets deep.
It's really deep. And
it gets sad too.
I like the symbolism on Hitler as his imaginary friend.
Yeah.
You know, because it shows you how brainwashed some of these Germans were.
Some of these kids actually thought that Hitler was their friend, and he was. Well, I don't really want to get into that.
Yeah, it's kind of more.
It was a good movie though. It had a lot of substance to it.
And, yeah.
And Taika Waititi's good at that. Keep it light, but have substance and meaning.
Right. There's a big meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on from that, because I can talk about Jojo Rabbit for a while.
I want to talk about Thor: Love and Thunder for just a minute though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have heard. Shoot, I forget who said it, but I've heard people say that actors said that Thor: Love and Thunder makes Ragnarok seem like a safe film.
Oh.
You will watch Thor: Love and Thunder and then go back and rewatch Thor: Ragnarok and go okay, that wasn't even that insane.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I heard it's going to be absolutely insane.
I'm excited to see Lady Thor. I thought that was a concept that
Natalie Portman coming back.
Which I know after Dark World she really didn't want to. Mm-hmm. So I wonder what's in this movie and what's going on that makes her go, yeah, let's do this again.
I don't think it was her that didn't want to come back. I think it was I think Marvel just kind of ran out of ideas for her character.
Right,
And that kind of turned off her interest. She was like, "Oh, I don't want to just be like the love interest of Thor, and that's as deep as my character goes." But then Taika Waititi comes along, and he's like, "Hey, Natalie, come back."
Right, because that was, I mean, a lot of movies, almost every single movie does that with the love interest.
Yeah.
Marvel did that in the beginning, you know, with Hulk, and with Thor. And then, you know, obviously, thank God they saved Pepper with Iron Man.
I was about to say, Pepper was like, it kind of started out seeming like that's what it was going to be, but it was like super complex and ended up being. She's a great character, even though she doesn't know what movie she's in half the time.
Do you think they're going to introduce Lady Thor in the same way as the comics where she has cancer?
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do that. I feel like if someone could keep a film super lighthearted, but also make it about someone going through that, I feel like Taika Waititi is the guy to do it. God damn it, I hate this thing. So, whatever he ends up doing, whether he sticks to the source material or not, I trust him.
Well, what I'm confused about, and obviously, like, we don't know anything yet because they're just filming now.
Right.
But, you know, last time we see Thor and the Guardians, they're heading off into space.
Yep.
So, what's going to cause them to either come back or have Natalie Portman and Valkyrie come back into space, come into space? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing. Like, what? I want to say what if they went with them in the first place, but that's pretty far-fetched because we saw them at the end of Endgame taking off and everything.
Right, because she is now the ruler of Asgard.
New Asgard. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she went, you know, as my first proposition, I'm going to take a vacation.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
She also did tease, what's her name? The actor for Valkyrie. Anyway, she said Thor made her the king of Asgard. And she said this like live at a Comic-Con or something. She was like, Thor made my character the king of Asgard. Now I need to find a queen. So who is her queen going to be?
Do you think it's going to be...
is it going to be...
Natalie Portman?
Oh my god, that'd be dope.
That would be so cool.
That'd be freaking dope.
Thor's like...
Most badass couple in the galaxy.
Thor's like, yeah, I gave you Asgard and you take my ex from me.
I literally gave you my hammer. Never mind. I'm not going to go any further with that.
Could you imagine, like, you know, they're having their moment, like, they're in love, and Thor's in the background just like, bro, I literally gave you a kingdom, and then you're going to take my ex.
Damn.
That would be so funny.
Maybe Gore the God Killer isn't really the villain of the movie. Maybe it's just Thor.
Maybe it's just Thor's heart. Heart been broke so many times. Asgard.
Yep, exactly.
Poor
Thor.
Poor Thor. So what do you think, Guardians? Do you think the Guardians' appearance is going to be brief? Do you think it's going to be they're doing stuff, and then Thor goes on his own, and then that's Thor 4, and then we catch up with the Guardians in the Christmas special?
I don't know, dude. Man. I really, really hope that it lasts a long time. Because, like, you know, they kept saying as Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't think they would have, like, I don't think they would have leaned as much into that dynamic between Thor and the Guardians if they weren't going to do something amazing with it.
Let me ask you this then. Do you think Thor will show up in Guardians 3 / Holiday Special?
It depends. So Chris Hemsworth has said that he wants to play this character for a long time. So I don't think he's going to die in this movie. So if he doesn't, I think it's a real possibility that we see him in other Guardians movies.
Okay.
So
I like that.
We'll see.
I can't wait for it. Did you hear what Thor's stunt double has said? He said he's having a hard time keeping up with Chris Hemsworth's physique.
Yeah.
Because he's constantly trying to, like, you know.
Yeah, and if you see the set photos, holy crap, he's yoked.
Even
even more than before.
Which I didn't think that was possible, man.
I know, dude. And, like, well, I mean, he was in a fat suit for Endgame, so he didn't lose any muscle.
Probably he built so much resistance from wearing a
Yeah,
fat suit.
Exactly. But sorry if that's a spoiler. Chris Hemsworth is no longer fat in Love and Thunder. He's freaking yoked.
That's actually that was the first name for Thor 4. It was Thor 4. Thor goes on keto.
Thor goes on keto.
Yeah.
He's on a keto diet in Australia.
Oh,
Nothing to eat out there. Yeah.
Or spider diet. I want to transition to, back to DC because before this I showed him the little sneak peek teaser of the Schneider Cut and how it's dropping this Sunday. And I'm very excited. We got our first look at.
Wait, is it actually Sunday?
Yeah, the 14th.
Jesus, I gotta get HBMO. I thought it was
HBMO.
HBO. Wait, what's HBMO?
I don't.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up, just in case.
HBO. I want to get HBO so I can see it.
I've been we've had HBO just because there's other HBO makes a lot of good shows, and that's why I'm glad people are driving towards more miniseries on their streaming services.
Right.
Because HBO does shows right. And
I have heard. I'm watching Shameless right now, actually.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, Cameron. What's his name? He played Cal in Fallen Order. Cameron Montague.
Yeah.
Amazing freaking actor. I really want to see him in live action in Star Wars. Anyways, continue.
I was when everyone was wondering who was Grogu communicating with on the Seeing Stone. I really thought it was I thought it was Cal. And I wanted it to be Cal just because I love Fallen Order, but then Star Wars Theory came out with an episode or a video saying why it could be possibly Cal.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Star Wars Theory said it, man. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Like, I got it. Again, not disappointed at Luke because that was something amazing that, I mean, not only me, but everyone wanted to see.
I bawled my eyes out.
That was amazing. And there was a good point where I don't think Cal should have been in it because he's so new.
Well, so like
they don't want to predict the story for.
Yeah, that's the thing. My point was like he had the Fallen Order game, so if you put him into the Mandalorian story now, you're kind of like locking the game makers into a box.
Yeah.
Like
the
game
have to
developers.
go this way eventually.
Exactly. So like let them make the second Fallen Order game, and then Cal Kestis can meet up with Luke at his Jedi camp.
Do you think Cal makes it that far?
Honestly, I think we see Cal in Rebels before we see, or not Rebels. I think we see Cal in the Ahsoka show before we see him in the Mandalorian.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's more likely that we see him in the Ahsoka show.
I really like Cal, and I really want him to survive. There's a lot of wants out in Star Wars. I hate when people die in Star Wars because they're so cool. But everyone eventually has to go. I don't know though if Cal makes it that far, because that spoiler for if you haven't played Fallen Order yet, at the end of the game when he confronts Vader, and
He makes it out though.
And he makes it out.
Yeah.
You know how much rage that probably fills in Vader. He's gonna hunt Cal down.
Well, if you also think about it, he's got Cal to worry about. He's got Ahsoka to worry about because she's alive now.
But I don't think he knew that at that point.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is.
I was about to say this is before.
This is way before the original trilogy.
So you're thinking? Oh, okay. So you're thinking that he died before the original trilogy.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to be like that. I want him to make it out and see it. I want to see him live action just once. But like, how can you obviously surviving Vader? I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but like, he did it. But how can you survive longer? Because Vader's mission with this surge in the Empire up until the original trilogy is hunting down all the Jedi.
Right.
So him seeing 2 Jedi alive, and then they just dip. I don't think he's just going to be like, all right, I'll see you guys next time.
Well, that is true, but also, literally 2 Jedi, Ezra and Kanan, confronted Vader. They made it out. We didn't see Vader for the rest of Rebels.
Yeah, because they were like, it's so good. You would never believe what's over here. And then they just dipped. Yo, look at this.
I mean, yeah, they confronted him twice, and they got away, and Vader never came back. So
is that your schoolboy crush from Alderaan? What? Yo, with his shirt off?
Yo, Vader's got his shirt off, bro. He looks like testicles, bro.
I always thought of that when Saw Gerrera's sister dies in Clone Wars.
When Ahsoka dropped her.
You think she started to slide after?
Jesus Christ.
She's like,
wait.
Sorry, maybe she wasn't right for you. maybe if she can stick, she's like, I don't want to be like that, but I would have survived that. I just want you to know, I can protect you.
Oh my god. I still think Ahsoka should have caught her.
Ahsoka should have what?
She should have been able to catch her.
I don't think she was like, she's been kind of a bitch, you know what I mean? Kind of my guy, kind of came out of nowhere. But, yeah, well, we were, Jesus, look how far we drifted off. We were getting into the Snyder Cut.
What the hell are we talking about?
Now we're talking about Ahsoka's game.
Yeah.
We just, I watched it earlier today, but Jeremy just watched it.
I thought it was clickbait. I didn't think it was an actual new trailer.
Right. There's so much clickbait with everything now in nerd culture, but especially with the Snyder Cut. Because every day you'll see something new, and it's like, oh, look, 2-second tidbit.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a 30-minute video on it. From what we got, I like the black suit Superman. I think that's a great concept. I was wondering, because the controversy when they were originally making Justice League is he had to keep a mustache on.
Mm-hmm. No, he doesn't.
But he does. I thought it would have been cool because when he gets resurrected in the comics after he dies, he has a mullet and he's got a beard. And I'm like, you know how easy it is instead of just the CGI replace that?
Just add more hair.
Give him a beard. Yeah, just give him a beard, man. Henry Cavill is already badass, and beards are badass.
And he looks good in a beard too.
So badass plus badass equals Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay is actually behind the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They just spelled his name wrong, so they kept it.
And I'm very, very glad that they changed Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf. I can't.
Why do you mispronounce everything?
English not good. Well, you know it's funny how you say that. When we looked up the Schneider Cut on YouTube,
I just didn't know how to spell it, but you always say Schneider Cut.
Okay, but it's the same thing.
No, you add a letter. I mistook one for another.
Same thing.
You add an entire letter. No, it's not the same.
It is. I think it is.
Because
okay, judge. No.
Look, when I typed in SNI. It still popped up as Snyder Cut.
But it also said, "Did you mean?" It said in the bottom. It said,
okay,
did
but
you mean
if you try to type in SHNY, you're gonna get a bunch of different shit.
I never said there was an H.
You keep saying Schneider.
You can't see the letters when I talk.
It's Snyder.
You can't see the letters when I talk.
Whatever.
You be the judge. All right, defend me.
I'm right.
You're not.
There's no judging.
What's worse, adding an extra letter or replacing a letter? Okay.
Okay, but when I replaced the letter, it still sounded the same. Same thing with you saying.
Snyder Cut.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Saying like J. Jonah Jameson.
Same thing with you. Same thing with you saying Josh Sweden.
Josh Sweden. I have never said Josh.
It's Joss Whedon.
I say Josh Whedon.
Josh Whedon.
Josh Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Oh, I do say Josh. Okay, my bad. Oops. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's defend the guy that ruined Justice League.
What do you mean? He put the thing in there that said "I tried" when his name.
That is true.
You know, we can't blame him for doing that.
Hate on him, but he did say he tried.
He tried.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he like destroyed almost destroyed a franchise and almost put a bunch of people out of work.
You know, I thought.
But he tried.
I thought the Justice League was entertaining. I didn't think it was a good Justice League movie, but I thought it was entertaining. And then when I found out about all the shit that he cut out of the movie for no reason, I was like, dude.
Yeah, I think Warner Brothers was like, yeah, remember that? They were like, yo, if you do this, if you just get it done, we'll give you Batgirl.
Right.
And it's like a kid that's like when the mom's like, if you eat your vegetables, you can have dessert. So they just like scarf it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Feed some of it to the
dog. Yeah.
Put it like under your tongue.
He did feed it to the dog.
And then, they realized what happened. They're like, yeah, we're just not going to give you Batgirl.
That was a good analogy, because what happens when you feed a dog something?
Shit's out.
Comes out as dog shit.
Yeah. There we go. Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a nice high five.
Yeah. Hopefully the mic got it. But I'm glad that we're getting this finally. I was big on DC. And I still love DC, but it's hard for me, man. As a Green Lantern fan, not the movie, but just the character.
Yeah.
And then
that movie was incredible.
So good that Ryan Reynolds killed himself.
Dude, Ryan Reynolds was shirtless at least for 30 seconds in that movie.
You
It's
know
a
what?
good
That's
film.
true.
It's
That's
a good
true.
film.
That's fine. I mean, and the suit was basically like body paint, so you could see everything.
Right, exactly. I left the theater happy.
You could see his Ryan Reynolds, man.
Yeah.
It was great. But there was an actor. I'm obviously I don't know the name because I don't ever prepare for this. But he was supposed to be Hal Jordan in it, which is fine. Like I like Hal Jordan personally. If you were gonna make a Green Lantern live action first, I would like Jon Stewart, just because that's who I grew up with, and he's just a badass.
Yeah.
But again, I really like Hal Jordan too, so no complaints.
I'm okay with either one of those, probably because I don't care as much about DC. I mean, I care when, like, I care to go see the movies at least, but my real thing with, like, which version of which character should they do is with Marvel, and it's with Nova. I really want them to do Richard Rider.
Yeah. I mean,
mainly because I look like him, and as a kid I thought I was going to be him.
Yeah. You kind of look like Iron Fist.
I look like everybody. I mean, look at my haircut. I have blonde hair and somewhat blue eyes. Like, I look like every comic book character ever. You can cast me as anybody. It would make sense.
This is just a podcast of Germans being like, please, someone take me.
It's just me, like, Kevin Feige, if you're listening,
just
cast me as Ben Reilly.
Just you naming stuff. He clicks on. You're just like Richard Rider, Scarlet Spider, just like anyone.
Richard Rider, Scarlet Spider,
Young Palpatine. You know, let's get weird.
Dude, Young Palpatine. I can pull that off.
Let's get weird. No,
Let's
that
get weird
role.
with
Let's leave that role with Bill Skarsgård.
Dude,
That would be
Bill
so
Skarsgård.
cool.
Yeah.
That would be. Yeah.
No, now that I see
Shut up.
myself in the role, everyone else is just gonna be in there.
Okay, yeah.
Dude,
Why don't
imagine
you be the new Cara Dune?
Ooh. Imagine how cool that would be, just walking around town like, hey, you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Boom!
I'm the one that killed him.
They don't give me any money. They just give me the rights to say that.
Exactly. A little holographic TM pops up above my head when I say it.
Honestly, if I ever
Don't fucking
got
repeat it.
the dream to work on Star Wars, that dream ever came true, I wouldn't even accept money. I think I would just like be like, if you let me recite everything in Star Wars memes the whole time, I think we'll call it even.
Dude,
even then I feel like they'd be like, oh, that's not even worth the price, man. Just take the couple mil.
I've literally had a dream about like landing a role in the MCU, and I'm just like, I don't even want to get paid. I'm just happy to be here. It's like when someone never mind, I'm not gonna go there.
I'll be BB-8 stunt double. Just do somersaults the whole time.
Just roll around on the floor.
And cut. Ryan, that was great. Just Thanks, guys. God, did you imagine? What was that impression? Was that BB-8?
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Okay, so there goes your Star Wars opportunity, right there.
Join me. Oh God, I don't know what's wrong. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, guys.
For what?
For work.
Why you get up so early?
Because I have to be there early.
What time do you have to be there?
4:30.
Jeez, man.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do there? Explain, everyone. This is a small.
Y'all want to hear my job? I work at a hotel. It's basically just a family-owned hotel. It's literally like 3 steps away from the beach, and we only have 16 rooms. But I have to feed all of them every morning. Not yet, but that's
it's a giant swingers party.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm being trained to be the cook in the morning, and I have to be there super early because breakfast is between 7:30 and 9:30.
Jeez, is this? That's so early, man. Where do you work in a retirement home?
It feels like it. We live in Florida. We live in a retirement home.
That is true. This is God's waiting room.
Yeah. Florida is basically purgatory. Stay away.
Yeah. On one side, you got elderly people that are semi-racist, and then on the other side, you got rednecks who are really racist.
Really racist.
And then in the middle, you just got meth heads
And then
you just want meth. They don't care.
And then you come to the St. Augustine area and literally take all of those and combine them and take away the racist part, and that's what you got.
Sprinkle some nicotine.
Sprinkle a shitload.
Yeah.
Not us, but everybody else. Oh, God. Yeah, every single 14-year-old girl in St. Augustine has a vape on her right now.
Right.
Right this second.
They don't have plans for like the future, but they got nicotine.
Exactly. Their life sucks. For some reason, you're just...
But it's strawberry flavored, so that's all that
Yeah,
matters.
so it's okay.
It's all right.
You know?
We're getting by.
They just decided that their life sucks, so they started sucking on those little sticks. Why are we talking about this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just made me think about high school. I'm like, jeez, I'm so glad I'm out.
Jesus
You couldn't take a piss in your urinal without someone behind you.
I know,
Like,
exactly.
look at-
Yo, what you got on you? I know you do. No, dude, no, I don't.
Yo, what flavor is that? That's my dick. Can you? Whoa, stop.
It's piss and excellence.
I think your juice is leaking, man. That's piss. You are looking at piss.
You are licking. Okay.
You are literally. You are right in front of the urinal, man.
Why are you? No, get away from me.
Jeez.
Oh God.
It's so weird to think that we're not in there anymore.
I'm so happy. I don't know. I'm not even in school right now. I feel so free.
Yeah,
I keep buying
That's my
guys.
assignment due tonight that I haven't started yet.
Dude, why are you here?
For the podcast.
I don't really want you here that bad.
Some things are just worth it. Or sometimes you really don't want to do something, so you gotta find an excuse.
So you sit in front of a webcam.
Sorry, Professor, I got this podcast.
Sorry, Professor, I was doing a podcast.
You can join in if you want, but you're gonna have to exempt me.
Yeah, and you gotta, lose the T-shirt.
Jeez. Well, it's a guy, so that would be.
Perfect.
That'd be.
I kind of assumed your professor was a guy. Okay, I'm cutting that out.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. I'm leaving that in.
No, blur. Like just censor it.
Comedy gold. Yeah.
Just censor it.
Censor it. Oh shoot, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot to bleep it.
But, oh wow. Yeah. Nice job, asshole.
Oh God.
Is there anything else you want to get into in the nitty and gritty?
I'll shut the nitty and gritty.
All right, and on that note, Jeremy's off his meds, so we're gonna call it
I
now.
don't know what you're talking about, bro. I took my meds this morning.
Okay, yeah, you're not. We need to go live, man. We need.
I know. We need some super chats up in here. Like, guys, calm the fuck down.
I want to give you this $1 just to end the stream right now.
Someone drops like $50. Go refill on your Xanax prescription.
Yeah, please. Someone pays like 50 cents. Give you 50 cents if you just go home right now and do your schoolwork. Some companies screen recording this and being like, this is what happens when you don't go to school. University of Florida.
Dude, my FBI agent is watching this right now like, the fuck are they talking
They're
about?
always like on the clock just staring, and this one's just like, okay, I'm going to put something on in the background. Hey Jim, we got Xanax in the back. Need something.
I
Just
need
like
something to take my edge off.
I can't. These fucking losers, man. Oh boy.
Oh.
Well,
Jerikai Squizzer, he moved away to be an actor and failed, so now he's doing a shitty podcast on YouTube.
with his even shittier friend.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. You just the other guy didn't come.
We all know it, you just don't have to say it.
Yeah.
The guy I wanted to do this with couldn't make it.
I guess he had a life, he said, or something.
Yeah, he said something like, what the fuck's that in me?
Well, I have a life. Focus on more important
You're
things.
threatening me with a toy Darksaber.
Real. It's. I
Yeah.
thought Din Djarin for fair and square.
You guys see that? That's Luke's lightsaber. I've had that since I was 4.
Yeah. What a loser.
Had it since I was 4.
All right. Well, if that's it, man. I guess.
He's bored. Look at that.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know, or genitalia or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's either we end it short or we end our career short because you want to keep talking and getting us canceled every day.
Hell yeah.
Every day we get closer and closer to not just excelling in this at all because you just want to say some dumb shit.
You know what? I'm going to euphemize what you just said. Every day we get funnier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a good note to end off on. So
it's not offensive. It's just funny.
It's just funny. If you're offended by something I say, blame your parents for raising a pussy.
Jesus. I hope when people like take this out of context, they like crop me out of it. I just
no, dude. You're in this with me.
You're in whatever I say, you get the blame for it.
I paid for all this equipment, so if I go down, you're coming down with me.
Oh well.
Dick, you don't get let off that easily.
Well, at least get to keep the loose safe.
No. That's what this house for, dude. You can have the Darth Vader alarm clock that doesn't work. How about that?
Yeah, it says 3:53 right now.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, sweet.
Why did you touch it?
His head come off too. It's just it wasn't supposed to.
I'd be more interested if his mask could come off. Okay, Skrillex.
Skrillex, man.
Skrillex. I don't know what that dude sounds like. Why are we still going?
You ever hear the seismic charge from Star Wars? Obviously. Dude, it sounds like Skrillex took a massive shit.
That's what it sounds like when he climaxes.
I'm getting boom. Just that quietness for a second too. And she just like she explodes.
Do you know how those seismic charges work? Do you know why it goes silent and then like super loud?
No.
It absorbs sound waves and then disperses them. That's why it gets super quiet, because there's literally no sound around it.
And yet his jetpack just couldn't work.
That's how it happens.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Did you notice in that episode, or I think it was episode 7, there was another jetpack in his ship. So he has multiple jetpacks.
Boba?
Mm-hmm.
I did not see that.
Yes, he does.
It's just funny how Star Wars works. You can be like Luke Skywalker and like forgive your father who like killed, almost millions of people, But you have a bad dream and you try to kill your nephew.
Yeah, that's a discussion for
Star Wars logic.
I'm gonna do a whole video on that. Whole ass video. I already have it planned out. So
until then.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next time. Goodbye, beautiful people. We love you.